Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Bill Thomas, welcoming you to another episode of our Leadership Power Paradigms series of webinars. And as is our custom and normal, we try to give it just a few seconds to welcome anyone who might still be coming on and getting started with us. However, as we, oh, yeah, okay, so let me do this, and I am about to do what we all came here to do, which is hello, everybody. This is Bill Thomas. Welcome to another episode of Leadership Power Paradigms. I'd like to propose this idea to you that good leadership must discover a few effective strategies for building, developing, and strengthening a sense of meaning making, empathy boosting, commitment enhancing, trust deepening experiences for your employees, customers, and partners. So let's see how these goals can be approached and achieved. As these definitions from dictionary.com shows us, leaders who reach for and achieve results which have some form of significance, importance, meaning, or consequence are likely to improve the value, quality, and creativity of their organizational performances. And wouldn't you agree with me on that? And as these four principles prove, our leadership actions will never have any real meaning to other people, like your employees or partners, and your reasoning will never show or signify the importance of your decisions, and you'll never be able to convince others of the valid purposes or intended consequences of your strategies for sustainably creating, producing, or contributing real value to your communities unless you follow these four tenets. When you give it serious thought, you have to accept that the model for social technology has to involve our understanding of the biological processes of ecological niches. What are the biological processes? They are any and all social systems. These processes are the information-based, life-giving, life-sustaining, and life-regenerating forces which are elements of an organization. They are forces which impact the social activities within our organizational ecosystems and those processes which are at work throughout our market niches, public or commercial sectors, and the professional practices or arts. And we realize that our social activities, ecosystems, and niches play their roles based upon a philosophical agency. They are rooted in a moral agency. They adhere to the dictates of a sociological agency, and these activities, systems, and niches make their demands on society through some form of structural agency. When leaders discover what distinguishes them when it comes to adding value to people, processes, it is that awareness that gives the leader a clear set of perspectives and makes that leader think differently and be different from others. When it comes to how you want to impact and contribute your talents to the world, that is when your knowledge about your purposes will help you lay down a firm foundation, empower you to develop a better scientifically sound formula, and define the most essential functions you need to be an effective leader, then you know you're using your philosophical agency. Because with your own deeply held beliefs, your uncompromising values, and your strict, disciplined adherence to doing what is right, what is legal or ethical, and equitable, and when you are just to and for others, as Jesus Christ instructed, love your brother and your fellow human beings as you love yourself. Amen. You will always find the secret to very long term and profitable relations between you and your associate partners when you use your sociological agency to make respectful and good selections of the people within the orbit of your environment, where each of your relationships are edified by and encouraged through and based upon and built using wise designs of healthy value exchanges. That's how entrepreneur, author, and teacher Rajesh Sethi puts it. Designs of healthy value exchanges. I love it. What your structural agency does is to enable you to participate in the evolutionary process which exists in every living system, be it, be it an animal, a human, or an organization of many humans. Whatever your desires for the future, you have to use your leadership agency to point to the signs and symbols of opportunity. You then need to help society see those indications and empower other people to discover new or more appropriate interpretations of each sign or symbol. The sky is not falling, it is only providing us with more water for drinking and for our crops. How does what your people, products, and processes do for others make a meaningful impact and contribution to our world? CEO Steve Jobs of Apple told his people that they would only work on, develop, and sell products that made the world a significantly better place. That's why most Apple employees say they will never stop working for and boasting about the company named Apple. It's up to every leader to craft and communicate messages that describe or define the full meaning of the work that your people do. Leadership is a people building business. Those people will help you take the time to create and groom beautiful landscapes where followers can rest, be active, expand their perspectives, engage in fulfilling connections with others, establish significant areas of growth, and be more useful and knowledgeable. You must show your willingness and faithfulness to totally commit all of your actions, decisions, reactions, and intentions to what you say and desire others to be committed to. Here's where your authenticity, honesty, and veracity will shine through or show itself as false. Can you see that being trusting of others does not mean that they will trust you? They will they will when they see and feel and believe that you truly have their best interest in your heart and your actions. Please notice that it's not what you say, it's what you do that gives people reasons to trust you. Let's remember that the business of leadership is a professional endeavor needing certain types of policies, purposes, processes, and practices. These five general tasks will always serve your leadership performance as well. You can easily add each of these tasks and ideas to the constructs of your philosophical, moral, social, and structural agency. So be sure to generously include them in all. I hope you have some better ideas about the purposes and intentions of your leadership agency. You have seen some examples of how your agency makes your leadership actions and decisions really significant, especially in terms of your leadership philosophy, your personal and professional moral code with respect to your work and family relationships, and your ability to better design and robustly construct your future. With what you have learned in this short webinar, you can make more of your leadership performances produce really awesome outcomes. This ends today's lesson. And as we wait for me to come back to our control panel, I would like to send you the links to our 2 bonus gifts for today. The first gift is the 5 Leadership Uplifter Task infographic, which is basically putting in a visual form those primary uh, occupations of your leadership agency business, which was on the slide before the last slide. And that's an infographic that I strongly recommend that you print out and put somewhere where you can refer to it every day, every moment of every day, and use one or more of those 5 tasks for each and every leadership action that you take. And the second bonus gift is the Words with Wisdom edition. It's titled The Rainbow Moment of Black Elk. It's 8 pages, and that also is a PDF document. So is the infographic. And so you can download that. And in that case, you can either read it on the screen or read it online or read it after you print out the 8 pages, since there's only 8 pages there, too. Um, also, on the right-hand side of the screen, you will see our Imagination Age Leadership Power Program. That's the legendary leadership power tutorials and coaching monthly performance improvement support program, which this slide that's still up that you can see, it's a little smaller now. It has 9 of the major agenda items for this program. But I would strongly recommend that you just click on the button that you see there on the right-hand side that says Enroll and Get Started Now. And that way you can read more and learn more about this program. It's something that it's really guaranteed to help you to improve your performance results significantly, because I'm all about that. And also, for those of you who might be seeing the replay of this webinar, I would strongly suggest that you use the question box on the right-hand side and basically send me a question or comment that you have about this, and that way your question or comment will be emailed directly to me. I will be able to email you back because I'll have your email address and at least your first name, maybe your whole name, and from there, what we can do is, if you'd like to consult with me further for free, of course, no obligation to that. I would strongly suggest that you include your phone number if you are located in Canada or the United States. Uh, if you are located in one of those 2 countries, Canada or the United States, please include your phone number if you'd like to speak with me. And if you are located outside of Canada or the United States, you can include your Skype ID. Your Skype ID, most people outside of North America use Skype, and I'll give you a call based on that too. So that's also another way for us to converse. And I'll tell you truthfully, many people actually prefer the Skype method simply because that way, if there's a document that I think might help to answer your question, I can just upload that to your Skype um, room, and that way you'll have either that image or that document, and also you'll be able to talk with me as well. And sometimes I even use the chat area and type in little notes to the people that I'm speaking with. So anyway, I'm just looking at the chat area. I don't see any questions or comments at this point in time from any of the people attending, but I do want to thank each and every one of you for attending this webinar. And I say the very best of success, wish you the very best of success in all of your leadership endeavors. God bless you. Godspeed be to you. This is Bill Thomas, your host and presenter of this episode of Leadership Power Paradigms. And I say, take care and goodbye.